My name is TJ Gamble and this is Brewzle. But what does it actually take to get one of these in the state of Alabama?
So all told, we spent about $400, but this is what we got.
That's a good whiskey. There's a lot going on there.
Oh, hey, there you are. Hopefully, you're taking it easy this evening. Hopefully, you're leaving just a little bit of room tomorrow so that you can have a big Thanksgiving lunch. Now, hopefully, the freaking microphone is working. We're in the Rick house here, and I don't have the monitors and everything set up. We just got a camera because it took a while to get this going. So hopefully all of this is working and you can hear me just fine. If not, I'll be over there in a minute and I'll get it all straight. So this is just a little sign of things to come as we continue to try and improve the Brewzle live stream. Like, the goal here is really to try to put on a show, much more so than just sit here and talk. We do love talking to folks, but you know, this is entertainment and we do want to have a good time while we're doing it. So this is all just kind of part of that and slowly elevating our game here at Brewzle. And you're going to see some things that we're going to do here today. It maybe even better now that TikTok's kind of dead to me, at least live streaming wise. We got banned over there a few minutes ago for absolutely no reason, which tends to happen from time to time on TikTok. But we're going to try a few different things today here on the stream. We're going to do, I've got like 4 or 5 different Egg Nogs we're going to grab out of the fridge. When we get to it, we're going to try those, see which is the best eggnog. Really, this is whole Thanksgiving themed live stream. So I've got a couple of wild turkeys here as well. We're going to do a review of those and give them a Brewzle score. Wild Turkey Rare Breed and good old-fashioned Wild Turkey 101, which we're always telling folks about. I mean, both of these are on our best of list at the price points these two guys are sold at. So we're going to give them a try, but they're not on the Brewzle list. So we want to make sure they're on the list so we can see how they stack up against the other bottles on that list. So chill out for me just a second. Let me make my way back to the bar here and we'll get this live stream kicked off. All right, did that work? Could y'all see? Could you actually see the intro? Was it actually working? I don't know. I can't see y'all while I'm doing it, so I just wanted to make sure that actually worked. It looked good, that it looked real. That's what we're going for, right? Appreciate it. We got a bunch of folks in the chat here tonight. Long Country Boy, Matt, Quanton, Eric, and everybody's racking up in here. Let's go for a record. I'd really like to get a record tonight. I'm a little bummed out about TikTok over there screwing around with me. So I would love nothing more than to see us get a record tonight. So keep that chat coming. I'm going to pull up the live stream analytics so I'll actually even know, right? We want to try to get 120 people in here. Looks like we've got 37 right now. And this may be a lagging indicator here. So let's see. This may be a busy night for folks. We'll see. No, we don't do chugs here long. Look great, David. Thank you. Appreciate it. Feeds McGee, what's going on, man? The Brewzle Rick House and thief me some whiskey. I appreciate it. Devin, you talking about Dong? Yeah, he's gonna get bounced if he don't slow down just a little bit. Says 52. Good. Yeah, it's up to there. I think this lags a little bit behind. So I'd love to get to 100. That would be awesome. We're gonna try some different things here tonight. I have added something that's supposed to be giving y'all reward points. So you get a point for every $1 on a super chat. You get points for commenting. You get points for every minute or every 5 minutes that you're watching of the live stream. Now what I want to do is check to see if there are any points actually being accumulated. Looks like there are. Looks like there's several points here in the chat. So what I'm gonna do is, if this point system, I can't show it to y'all right now. Like, I might be able to do a screen share and set that up at the end of this stream. But what we're gonna do is, whoever has the most points at the end of this live stream, I'm going to send you a code for one of these Brewzle mesh back hats, all completely, totally free and on me. So again, points, you should be able to get points for just commenting in the stream. You should be able to get points for super chats, really amp it up. And then you get a bunch of points for however long. Like right now, I'm only seeing 3 people with points though. So if it becomes controversial and it doesn't really work, I don't know. Like, I'm just trying to make it work right now. But theoretically, you're supposed to get 1 point every 5 minutes. We're gonna bump that up. We need to bump that up here. We're gonna give you 5 points for every 5 minutes. All right, so when you talk in the chat and you're active, you get a point bonus. If you subscribe, you should add, now you gotta, if you're already a subscriber, you lose out a little bit there, but you gotta get 5 if you subscribe. If you become a channel member, you get 10. You get 1 per dollar on a super chat. That's what it should do from here on out. Super chat from Smokey201. Thanks for the $10. Let's get those super chats going. We didn't get a single one on the last stream. So, but you know, you live, you learn. And so I don't know if this chat system's going to actually work tonight. I really don't. We're going to do our best. And if it doesn't, we'll just randomly select somebody. So let's see. Got Kyle getting bumped there. We're going to show Kyle's. DKG, what's going on? I don't know if this point system's going to work. It's just something I tried real quick. I set it up right before we went live, but that's not the purpose of this. We're just trying to make this more fun, and I'm going to try to do some interesting things to where, you know, make this a little more entertaining for everybody. Keith, Wild Turkey, man. Yeah, that's what we've got right here. We're going to do these. We're going to do a Brewzle score on each of these guys here in just a minute. We're going to do some eggnog. I've got like 4 or 5 different eggnog. I went to the liquor store, I bought every eggnog they had that already had alcohol in it. And so we're going to bring those out here in a minute. I want to keep them cold until we're ready for them. And then we are going to try each one of those and see who has the best pre-spiked eggnog. That's going to be fun. What's going on, Salty? Got me a bottle of Wild Turkey 101 just for the day. Nice. All right, so let me check my audio here. We've got a little music playing in the background. Hopefully that's not too loud for y'all. Yeah, so I can't wear these because then I can't hear myself. It's like an echo. So, but this just allows me to make sure the music's going and not too loud. And we got a copyright strike last time I tried this. So these are like 3 songs on repeat, so I can at least defend myself. Well, you know, Todd, the Alabama ABC lottery drop, like realistically, you don't know what's going to be there when you get there. So I'd just be able to roll in and pick. Like, it's not, you know, if I had somebody else going for me, I would need to, you know, work out a priority list so that they get the right stuff. But I don't need any of that. I just walk in, whatever I see is good to go. Christopher drinking that Evan Williams bottle in Bond. Nice. So everybody got big plans this week, I hope. Hopefully most of you've got Friday off as well. I'm probably just going to be, I don't know. I've got some ideas, some Brewzle stuff I'm going to be working on this weekend. So hopefully we'll make some progress on those. Devin Roberts dropping the $10 super chat. Devin, thank you, man. Happy Thanksgiving. We're going to do yeah, so we are. But I just realized because this is a YouTube only stream, I could do this right here. Look at there. So yeah, so what we're going to do is after this stream ends, which should be around 10 o'clock Central Time, we are going to go over to Discord. There should be a Discord link in the description of this video, or some mods can add it as they get in here. And we are just going to do a hangout, like a chat, just an open chat where everybody can just kind of talk and have a good time until we all get tired and go to sleep. Made 2.5 gallons of eggnog. I got to make some eggnog, David, here pretty soon, because all of this store-bought is not near as good as homemade eggnog. So we're doing a lot of eggnog videos for the holidays. And so we've got to we got to make sure that we're trying some homemade eggnog against that as well. War Damn Steve just got that benchmark bonded in full proof. I got to remember to, I keep forgetting, because we haven't done it in so long, I keep forgetting I can show y'all the chat I'm talking about. So hopefully you're enjoying those. I assume he picked them up in Georgia. They're hard to get in Alabama, but you could get them in Georgia. Long says, what is your favorite food on Thanksgiving? My brother deep fries a Cajun turkey, and there's just no getting around that. There's no getting around that. So here in Alabama, a lot of folks will say we have turkey and stuffing, right? We don't have turkey and stuffing. Stuffing, technically, I think it's supposed to be cooked in the bird. You stuff it in the bird and you cook it with the bird. We have what we call dressing, cornbread dressing. And so little turkey, little dressing, little cranberry sauce. If it's homemade cranberry sauce, if it's canned stuff, probably not so much. So much good stuff though. My family knows how to cook. Yeah, I don't know if Nate's in here yet. So he was in here earlier, but he might have stepped out for just a second. So I'll have somebody get that Discord link in there in just a few minutes. But again, it should be in the description of the video as long as it hasn't expired. So I'll try to catch up. Oh, I saw Nate there. Oh, okay, he's here. The chats are showing up kind of late. I see you. So if you could, you're not showing up as a mod for me though. That's weird. I may just have the chat pulled up differently or something. Who knows? Who knows? I've changed a lot of things today, so I didn't remove any. No mod? You're not a mod? Why would you not be a mod? I mean, I added another mod, but I didn't remove any of our existing mods. You're now a moderator, not. I'm just going to see my way out. I'm going to go ahead and make Kyle a moderator. I wonder if that's why the point system is not showing up, because I added them as a mod as well, and I don't know, maybe I broke the moderator system. That's what you do. See, it's hard to test this crap until you just go live, realistically. Like until you go, like, yeah, you're still in here as a mod along with all these other people. So who knows? Who freaking knows? Up to 63 people on the concurrent. Let's keep it going. Keep it going. The power. Nate has the power. And I'll try to figure out who's a mod. If it continues to be that problem, we'll keep. He's been promoted. I don't know how he got demoted. It's weird. Like he's showing up as a mod in the system, but he's not a mod there. But I added Kyle there as well. Wisconsin is 18 with parents. That's Alabama's like they don't, even if you're 107, they're like you probably shouldn't. My favorite seasonal whiskey or mixed drink. I'm not into this whole seasonal thing. I drink beer during football season because I just kind of like something a little lighter and easier when I'm watching games all day. That's pretty much the season. It is just bourbon the rest of the year. So. Yeah, country boy Nate's a hoot. He's gonna keep y'all straight. All right, so we had some formats we were gonna do. We're gonna do the eggnog. We're gonna do these reviews right here. We've been playing around with some different stuff too. I've kind of played with a different camera here. So you saw the Rick House view, and then I've got. Oh, look, I clicked over there and now it don't work. All right, so I got this view right. That's not the right. Lord have mercy. Nothing's working. All my shortcuts are backwards. I got this view though. We could do this now. I don't know why I would do this, but it's there if I want to. So just trying to get a little more elaborate, try to make use of all the stuff I have for this stream. So who thinks Thanksgiving is a wine day? I could get that. I could get that. With a lot of that food, a good wine would go really well with that, for sure. Yeah, Country Boy missed the beginning. You need to rewind and watch the beginning of this, Country Boy, if you saw that Rick House. All right. let's do a bourbon review. Wild Turkey 101. We're going to give this guy a Brewzle score. So if y'all don't know on a Brewzle score, we're going to judge 5 different criteria of this particular whiskey. Now, my palate's been a little off today, so I'm probably going to be harsher on it than I would normally. But we're going to do an actual like polished video on this at some point in the near future. But we're judging 5 different criteria. And see if I can remember them off the top of my head, because if not, this is going to be weird. 1 is aroma. 2 is mouthfeel. 3 is complexity. 4 is flavor. And 5 is the finish after you've consumed this particular bottle. Now, Wild Turkey comes in at 101 proof, and I took a picture of the back of the bottle so that I could read it to y'all, because I can't see the back of this freaking bottle on this side of the light here. So it says back here, for more than 60 years, legendary master distiller Jimmy Russell has been crafting Wild Turkey 101 one way, the right way. With a high rye content, this iconic bourbon is perfectly aged for up to 6 to 8 years in American oak barrels with the deepest char for more character. We bottle at 101 proof, and only once it reaches its full complex flavor of caramel, vanilla, toffee, and spice. As Jimmy says, like the Kentucky River, Wild Turkey 101 is mighty bold, and it takes its own sweet time. So that is the selling point here for good old-fashioned Wild Turkey 101 Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Get that cork pop for you. Oh, I'm not streaming tomorrow night. Honestly, so next week, we're not streaming probably either day. And then I've got to decide what day, but we're probably going to be cutting it back to 1 stream a week for a while as I continue to work on this stream and improve the quality of it and the things that we do. We're trying to build some games and do some prizes and some giveaways and just make it overall more fun for everybody. So let's give this thing a review. So I definitely get a lot of oakiness on it. You know, it's what, 6 to 8 years old is what they said here. So you get a lot of that. I get some spice and a little of those toffee caramel notes. Overall, this is a really pleasant nose. Now, there's nothing here that just blows me away. I feel like the oakiness probably overtakes some of the other aromas, but still really, really good nose. So I'm going to give that one a 7. Chuck D says we need 2 Brewzle streams a week, and we'll probably get back to 2, but right now there's just so we've been growing, and you know, things folks may not realize is like we've only really been posting to YouTube for 5 months, and we're about to cross over 100,000 subs probably sometime next week. And so that's just insane and incredible, and I love that. I feel like our content is a lot different than other folks, better than a lot of them. We still, especially shorts, our long forms we're still working on, but they're getting better every week, I feel like. And so, you know, we want to do the same thing on this live stream. Like, we want to push and make sure this stream is the best bourbon stream each and every week, and it just takes a lot of time and investment to do that. Plus, if I can pull it off, we've got some fun things you don't even know about yet. It's going to take me some time to do, but I need time to do them. So a lot of fun things planned that just take a ton of time. I don't have the money, so I just got to do them myself. So pulling that back a little bit just gives me 1 night a week that I could work on it. And so we're going to try to do that. And then we may roll out and start doing more streams each week. I know, Michael, I know, 100K. All right, so we gave this, what we give this, a 7? All right, let's go with the taste. A lot of toffee, little caramel, gives some spice on the end of it with a nice oakiness. Now, Wild Turkey tends to skew bitter oak for me. This one leaves me with a bitter oak finish, but it's really not until it's gone that it starts to turn a little bitter. It's not overpowering like a lot of the Russell stuff, the older stuff. tends to be a little overpowering for me with the bitter oak. This doesn't really do that. Does it on the finish a little bit, but the flavors are actually really, really pleasant here. Especially if you like that kind of toffee spice with a little bit of oakiness on it and just a hint of caramel. Overall, I'm going to give this a solid 6 on the flavors. All right, so we're at 7, we're at 6. And I better start taking notes, right? I'd better start taking notes or we're just going to forget. So we're going to have a 7 and a 6. Next is going to be the complexity of the bourbon. Like, how does it evolve in your palate? I get that sweetness up front with that kind of toffee note through the middle. So a little caramel sweetness, a little bit of that toffee note through the middle, and then spice on the end with some of that kind of bitter oak coming through on the finish. So I would say that's a fairly complex bourbon. For a bourbon at this price point, it's actually extremely complex. I get like 3 or 4 different experiences there while I'm drinking it. So that's going to get an 8. And next is mouthfeel. Like, how viscous is it? How thick is it? You can see it kind of coats the glass a little bit. It's 101 proof, where that proof is where we really start to get some nice mouthfeel out of these whiskeys. And this one coats the mouth really well. It's not exceptional for the proof point. Like, there are probably, I know there are some 100 to 107 proof whiskeys that have a little better mouthfeel. I would say this one's above average, but nothing particularly exceptional. We're going to give it a 5, which I guess would put it at right about average. All right, so next is going to be finish, right? We've got complexity, mouthfeel, and now it's the finish of the whiskey. And the finish is, what does it leave me with once it's gone? Once I've swallowed it, what is going on? So I'm getting a nice little heat, a little bit of burn from that 101 proof. I'm getting some oakiness, and it just lingers. Like, that burn and that oakiness are just warming me up and just sticking around. Like, it's still there. Like, I can still taste that whiskey. So it's got a pretty long finish. Now, it skews a little bitter oak to me, just a hair. And so I'm going to dock it for that. Like, if it didn't have the bitter oak, if it was leaving me with like a caramel toffee finish, or even maybe that rye spice a little bit, I would probably put the finish at an 8 on this one. But it skews a little oaky, a little bitter oaky. If it was a sweet oak, like say a Woodford double oaked, I would probably put it at that high or better. But we're right in that 6-7 range for me on the finish. So I'm going to put it at, let's give it one more try. The more I drink it, the better the finish gets, or at least the tamer the oak on the finish gets. So the tamer the oakiness gets, but it gets a little sharp on the finish. So the oakiness fades, it gets a little bit of a sharpness. I'm going to give it a 6. And that puts its Brewzle score at, I got to do math. Let's see, 13, 21, 26, 32. Let me make sure I did that right. 13, 21, 26, 32. Let me try to find our Brewzle scores. We've got a whole document here. Of course, I can't freaking find it. Here we go. All right, so that puts it, actually that puts it tied with Larceny Barrel Strength B522, which is crazy to me. Crazy to me. Like I probably skewed that a little high. Like if it were just a touch behind it, if it were just a touch or two below it, I'd say all right. I probably gave it 1.2 mini, but that puts it tied with Larceny Barrel Strength B522. Now, what gets that B522 is that it's super high proof. And so that can really eat into some of the flavors, whereas this is just kind of that perfect drinking proof. And I think that may be what hits this one a little bit. Like it's going to be good. It's going to give it a different experience, but maybe the overall experience isn't quite as good. I would expect this one to get higher scores on mouthfeel and complexity and those things, but maybe a little less on some other areas because it's so high proof. But we'll give this guy a try here in just a minute and see if we can do any better. Like Barrel Vantage is our tops right now. We've only reviewed like 6 of them like this. This one is tied for second out of all the ones we've done. I have a drink for you to try. It's Dr. Pepper and Bailey's, like Irish cream Bailey's. Interesting. I'll have to keep that in mind. I don't have a sheet of scores posted, Keith, right now, but part of what I'm working on. All right, so this is what I'm thinking, and I don't know if this is what I'm thinking. Okay, so I'm gonna try to explain to y'all what I'm trying to do. Now, I don't know if I can execute on this right now. I don't know if I can bring this to y'all, but this is what I envision for Brewzle. This is what I envision for this live stream and what we're gonna do moving forward. I would like to build an app, and you can have this app on your phone, and you can walk into any liquor store, and you can scan the barcode on the back of the bottle, and it'll pull up a Brewzle review of that bottle. It'll show the Brewzle score. It'll show how everybody else who used the app has ranked it. And then you can then add your own ranking in there. So you can then, you know, if you bought it, you tried it, then you can add your ranking in there. And so what it's going to do is it's going to look at how you ranked it, how, you know, find other people that have ranked the bottle similarly or several bottles that you've tried similarly. And it's going to try to develop a flavor profile for you. And then you scan this bottle and the app will give you my review, give you the notes, give you distiller notes, every bit of information we have about this bottle, you can pull it right up. But also, we're going to tell you whether or not, based on what you've reviewed so far and what other people have reviewed, whether or not we think you would actually like this bottle. And then from there, we'll have some blogs and some different stuff like that. So that's kind of what I'm working on. That's how we're going to post the list. We post it for patrons now, or channel supporters in Discord, but I really want to take it a step further and build a whole app around it, where it's just like kind of like a whiskey social network to a certain degree. Like you can post reviews, you can see others' reviews, you know, you can share with friends, you could create bourbon wish list, you can keep inventory of what you have, and different things like that, right? What? So, not yet, Stuart. Stuart asks, now, Grian, we've only done like 6 so far with the Brewzle score. And so he asked if there's a brand under $50. So right now you've got Barrel Vantage at 37. You've got Larceny Barrel Strength B522 at 32. This got a 32, but honestly, I think it's a notch below the Larceny. So I may have gave it 1.2 mini, and I think if I went back through it and did an actual review of it, it'd probably end up a point lower. Michter's Toasted Barrel Sour Mash, actually like this quite a bit better than the Toasted Barrel Sour Mash. Overall, like you gotta understand, some people are just into flavor. And if all you are into flavor, then just look at the flavor category. What I'm looking for are those 5 things that we're reviewing, and the Toasted Barrel Sour Mash was a bit lower than that. And then Blanton's was a 27. Puncher's Chance actually come in at a 26. We had to take that video down because I'm an idiot. And then Jim Beam's Devil's Cut was at 18. So those are the ones we've given a Brewzle score to. We're about to start trying to pump out a lot more of them, especially what we're doing is we're starting with just regularly available whiskey. We're going to start doing a lot of those reviews of stuff like this and getting those on the list. And we may start doing them in the live stream, doing 1 or 2 a week in a live stream and adding that to the list as well. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. What whiskey would I recommend for your dad? Well, tell me about your dad. What is he like? Is there anything he's into, whiskey or otherwise? What is he into? At least, give me some taste thing. Like, can't say he's just into motorcycles or something. That's not going to help me a whole lot. It probably was, Smokey. It probably was. Looking back at it, that was probably a little high. Probably was. I do like the flavor, but you got to understand that's like, we're really early in the pours. Normally, I like to have had a few pours before we actually give one a formal review. That's why that's not going to count as a formal review. We got to figure out the process for that. You never want it to be like the first pour of the day, or the last pour of the day. DKG wants to be a part of the project. Awesome, man. Well, I've started writing it. Like I can do a little programming, but it's going to take me time. And it's going to be in very, very early beta when we first, start trying to roll it out to people. So we're trying to figure that out, but I think it could be really fun. He really enjoys blander stuff for some reason, like Guinness. I wouldn't call Guinness bland. So Guinness is very dark, heavy, but not real high proof. So, the problem with whiskey is that lots of times the heavier stuff is also higher proof. So if you were going for like the Guinness of bourbon, Garrison Brothers, anybody disagree with that? Like dark, intense flavors. I think Garrison Brothers small batch is like 94 proof, so not super high proof. Guinness is almost like a coffee. So I don't know what would give me like strong coffee vibes. Maybe that Woodford Double Oak, but that's going to have that sweet counterpart. Junkies will talk cigars. Yeah. I don't know what you mean by that, but yes, they will talk cigars. I'm not. Oh, yeah, I got you. Brandon says, can we add a cigar pairing suggestion to the bottles? The problem is, Brandon's, I'm just not real good at that. Like, I'm just not. I don't smoke a lot of cigars. So, it just would be difficult for me to do a good job. That's all. Now, I could bring somebody in. So that may be a segment we do. We may bring in I know a lot of folks have cigar sponsors. We may literally just bring in a segment. We may do a bottle of the week, do a Brewzle review, bring in some expert remotely to pair a cigar with it. What about that? Would that work? Because I don't want to give you bad advice because I don't know much about it. Bring in somebody who knows what the hell they're talking about and pair it with that bourbon. I think that could be pretty cool. And it gets somebody else in here so you're not just having a list of me all the time. Cool. Garrison would be great. Yeah, Woodford 5 malt. Ugh. Yeah. Magnus cigar blend, but he's realistically not going to be able to get that, Brandon. Ooh, it's kind of warm in here. I turned the heat off, but it is still like next level warm. I may have to turn the freaking air conditioning on. All right, so we're going to do, I don't know if I should do rare breed after I gave that. I overhyped that a little bit. Yeah, 5 malt was not my jam. So Nate's just giving me a hard time about it. I gave him my bottle because I hated it so much. It did taste like coffee though. I'll give him that. Coffee and malt, which is not good. Some homemade hooch. DKG is just like, it's, again, I just got banned on TikTok a little while ago for no reason whatsoever. I'm trying to not get banned on YouTube, so we got to be kind of careful with that kind of stuff is all. Alex's first time in the live stream. Well, I appreciate it, Alex. Thanks for hanging out with me. Loves the content. You're very entertaining, and I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. Well, thank you for the kind words, man. I hope you have a good Thanksgiving as well. I'm going to go to the families. I'm going to fire up the Lincoln Continental. Hop in that thing, take Maggie down to the families, have some turkey, eat way too much, come back and have leftovers for like 2 or 3 days. Like that's what we do. We go down there, we load up. There's always a ton left, so everybody divides it up. We bring it back and we eat nothing but that probably through at least Saturday. We got some people coming over Saturday. Iron Bowl, Auburn, Alabama. Not going to look good for us Auburn fans, but that means the leftovers probably make it till Sunday. We'll talk codes. Are you a coder, DKG? Let me know. I'm trying to write it. So I won't get too much into the weeds, but I'm trying to use Laravel, and then there's like a Node Vue JavaScript front end that I'm trying to use and build it as a PWA. Yeah, okay, Jack. That's something we've thought about, right? So doing it on the live, but also possibly going to them and doing some stuff. We want to, you know, I like the videos where we get out and do things a lot more, where I'm just sitting here talking about something. That's really easy on a short, but on the long forms, and the views show that, like us going to get in a Blanton's and going to get a Weller Antique 107, those are some of our highest viewed, if not our highest viewed long form videos. So people tend to like them more as well. So I want to get out, I want to do things. We're going to continue testing that. I've got one where I went bourbon shopping in Vegas. Probably will come out on Friday, more than likely, if the editing's done on that one. I actually may need to shoot another video for that. I don't know. I may need to shoot another video and get that one done, because the editing on that takes a long time. So, but then we're going to, you know, do this barrel pick for the Barrel Craft Spirits Brewzle pick on Monday. We're going to do a lot of filming around that. So I like those. So going to Seamaster distillers, interviewing them, creating some content around it, I think could be a lot of fun, especially if they give us a little inside access. I don't want to sit there and ask a bunch of questions. I want them to show me some shit, right? How do we do this? That's what I want to know. I don't want you to tell me how to do it. I want you to show me how you do it. Gorillas, do you ever drink scotch or just bourbon? Pretty much only just bourbon for me, my man. We're going to start drinking a little bit of scotch, but not my thing, man. All right, so Kyle asks, did Maggie's my 1972 Lincoln Continental, she get her tune up? And is she ready for Louisville? Okay, so I got her back. I took her to my mechanic. She's leaking power steering fluid. We got to rebuild the power steering box. Mechanic says, okay, just keep fluid in it. So we got to do that. I'm going to delay that until after I don't even know when I'll get to it, honestly, because I don't have a lot of time. Early December, maybe late December, we'll tear her apart and try to get that fixed. But he, you know, updated, replaced a few bushings, did a few things to her. And then I had to take her and have the universal joint replaced in the drive shaft and the tail shaft bearing on the transmission replaced. Got that done on Monday, picked her up on Tuesday, and so she's ready to go. Now, I'm not going to take her if it's going to be super rainy or potentially snowy. Other than that, she's going to make the drive. So, Quanton, have I ever had a grasshopper? Like the bug? No. Are you talking about some sort of drink? Java's a headache? Well, it's JavaScript. It's not Java. He means so they can't ban you. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. What type of a mash bill would you say lends to holiday eating? You know, this is kind of a cold time of year. I think this would be a good time to have some high-rise stuff, honestly. Brian's having to work till midnight. That sucks, but hopefully you're off tomorrow and Friday and Saturday and Sunday. Wild Turkey 101s. Good stuff. Oh, she definitely has power steering. 5,000-pound tractor. Yeah, I understand. Those tractors can be hard to turn. Luckily, you usually have a lot of land to make the turn with. So, all right. Keep pumping those likes. Make sure you're subscribed if you happen to wander into this. YouTube doesn't really promote the live stream too much to folks that are not subscribed. So if you're not subscribed, thank you for clicking on it. I need a fresh Glencairn for this guy right here. Wild Turkey, rare breed. All right, so this guy comes in at a much higher proof point. What are we at here? Lord, I can't even see it. Can't even freaking see it. Turn the light on. 116.8 proof. And the other one had a whole bunch of writing on it telling you all sorts of stuff. This one has a government warning and something up here. It says distilled and bottled by Wild Turkey. 118 proof, number 4 char. Really all it says. Like with the Wild Turkey 101, they're like, let's put some sales copy on that sucker. This one, they're like, if you know, you know. If you don't know, don't buy it. Quanton says, do you have a favorite car besides Maggie? I have several. I've got a 2014 Dodge Charger SRT8 Super B, probably be tops of that list. My grandfather had a 1972 Ford F100 that I own right now. Like that, I love Maggie. She's my favorite, but she ain't my favorite, if you know what I mean. Like she's fun, easy to drive. The truck needs to be restored. It does run and drive, but it's kind of rough. Not kind of rough. It's rough. I love Maggie. She gets a lot more of my attention, but if everything fell apart, that old Ford is what we're loading all of our crap in. All the cars, the house, everything's gone. I'm loading all my crap in that Ford. Oh, Devin, I wished I had a 69 Boss Mustang. Where did the term Glencairn? Okay, so it's not Glencairn, it's Glencairn, and I have a southern accent, right? So it's like Glencairn. I believe I spelled that right. So it's Cairn, all kind of one word smushed together, I think. It is a proprietary glass. Like somebody made the glass. That's what they named it. That is the brand on the bottom of it, and they own basically the patent on that design. So it's a Glencairn. I don't know much about it other than that. They did it quite a while ago. It's been around for a minute. The flavor on that is everything you get from that 101, but more, right? I think I may have gave that 101 a bit much with the 7. I'll give you that. This one's amazing to me that it is that high a proof and I still don't get the bitter oak on it. Like I get less bitter oak on this than I do the Wild Turkey 101. And that could be because we drank the Wild Turkey 101, so then that sip I got a little bit of it. But it's just kind of well-rounded. So if I was a little high on the other one at 7, this one's probably going to be, like from a flavor perspective, it's a lot more intense, but do you give it a higher score? It's similar flavor, but much more intense. So now my freaking ears like stopped up. What's going on? Falling apart tonight, man. 97 F250 square body. Nice. Well. Hold on. I got something for Jay. Hopefully, hey, Jay, I hope you're watching.
I don't give a damn. I don't really care about you and your problems. I don't give a damn. You talk way too much. I have heard enough about you and your problems. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn.
So roll on with that, my friend. Oh, I was hoping for a reason to use that one. Rare breed over the 101, it is much smoother. That's what I'm saying. Like you wouldn't expect that. So like the flavors on that have got to be better than that. And I think, like I said, I think we gave that one a 1 point too many. 1 point too many. So I'm going to give this one that 7 that other one got. We're going to bump that one to a 6. I feel like I was coming in a little hot on that one. Now we're going to go with, well, we didn't go aroma. That's what we gave it, a 7 on the aroma, wasn't it? That's a 7 on the taste. I didn't even go with the aroma. That's what the 7 was. I still think this one's the same on the aroma. I think it's a step up on the taste. Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting though. I need them back to back. That's what I need. I need them both. Russell's 10 still the favorite. I just get a lot of bitter oak on the 10, man. That's the only thing with me. I like the 10. Egg Nog White Russian. What is that about? We're gonna do some eggnog after this. Okay, so ooh yeah. See, after smelling this, that's still got a delicious smell. But this one's much deeper and more intense and much more interesting. So if we bump that one to a 6, like this one gets up there in like 8 territory. It has to. Like that is, it's, if you've ever like sniffed a Buffalo Trace Antique Collection, the flavors just get much deeper and richer. And this is not to that level. It's not to that level. So we've got to keep it in context there. We got to keep it in context there. So with that being said, I think this is a 7. Like it's not a 9 like a Buffalo Trace Antique Collection would be, but it's a really solid. So that one's probably, like, comparing them, that's 2 notches below whatever this is, right? So we're going to go with a 7 here. We're going to bump that to a 5. Mr. Smelly in the chat, man. I went on Mr. Smelly's stream the other day and had a good time. That was awesome. Appreciate the super chat, man. Really enjoyed the Buffalo Trace. So we got Smelly on some Buffalo Trace. He walked into a store and he said, these are my options. He had Buffalo Trace in there. I was like, that's the one, man. That's the one. Smelly, I need you to send me that 1972 cologne. So Smelly's going to hook me up. We've got the 72 Lincoln Continental. I've got the glasses. I've got the hat. I need to smell like 1972. So send me a DM in Discord. Make sure I go pick that up. All right, yeah, so we took that down. The smell was super intense because that was like the first pour of the night. So we're going to adjust that. So we got a 7, a 7. Now we're going to go with complexity. Similar complexity to this guy here. I think everything's more intense on it. I get oakiness all the way through that mutes some of the complexity, but I still have a lot of those flavors just much more intense. A lot more of that toffee. You get some of that caramel sweetness up front, and then it dissipates. And it's amazing how little burn there is for the proof on this whiskey. So the finish on it is actually going to be really interesting when we get there. So from a complexity perspective, I still feel like you've got a really complex whiskey here. I feel like that's an 8 on the complexity scale. Like there's a lot going on there. Then we're talking about the viscosity, right? The mouthfeel. For as high a proof, it's pretty good. It's not great. Like at this proof point, I've seen some that are just like drinking motor oil. So I'm going to knock this guy down to a 6 on that. And then the finish. The finish doesn't seem to linger quite as much for me as the Wild Turkey 101. It does linger. It does linger. It's much more subtle and subdued. I don't think it's better than the Wild Turkey, so I'm going to give it a 6, which puts this one at a, 14, 20, 26, 34 on the Brewzle scale. 34 puts it above Larceny Barrel Strength B522 and still below the Barrel Vantage. Ron Burgundy. I thought about doing some Ron Burgundy stuff. It'd be pretty fun. TJ Miller just tasted new porter for the holidays, Bourbon Barrel Mint Porter. Never tried it, man. What's going on, Erica? How are you doing? Dudley Driller, my guy at the shop I go to, gave me a bottle of Weller Special Reserve for fixing his wiper blades that weren't working. Nice. Awesome. Armis, that's right. I couldn't remember what it was. I need it. That's a great gift, Dudley. That's a great gift. Hopefully you didn't have to do too much work for it, but good gift nonetheless. So do y'all think that, what'd I say, 34, that right below Barrel Vantage, above Larceny Barrel Strength B522, is that where y'all would put this guy? Now, the problem with this whole ranking score, if I'm being honest with you, is night to night, however your palate is, how generous do you feel on the scores, it's going to affect it. So it's not like a perfect scientific anything, but if you expected anything perfectly scientific from me, You're way overestimating what you're getting from me. DKG still here. Nice. Oh, man. Whew. All right. What are we doing now? We got the eggnog we're going to do here in just a second. Got the eggnog we're going to do here in just a second. Is the music still playing? Make sure I didn't accidentally mute that when I muted. It's still playing. When we did this.
I don't give a damn. I don't really care about you and your problem.
Got the YouTube going on the TV. Man's got it high tech like. Make molasses cookies with coffee liqueur or with coffee liquor. Okay, I can't do it right here. I need a kitchen. I need a kitchen set, don't I? You may or may not be watching tractors. Well, hopefully they're probably more interesting than this. I'm having too much fun on the I found that song, so I was looking for some music. And I've got a few songs that I really like that we're trying to work into the stream. And I found that one, and I'm like, God, I know next time I get a hater, I'm just going to have that one queued up for them. And I need to cut it. I'm going to cut it like first verse and let it play all the way through anytime. Anytime we get a hater, I'm just going to hit it. I'm going to play through first verse. Like the whole song's like 3 minutes. Probably won't go that long. Play through first verse and just jam out to it every single time. Made a pecan pie with Elijah Craig barrel proof. What do you do with the Elijah Craig barrel proof to put it in a pecan pie? You make it like a glaze, and then you're putting that in the pecan pie. Because realistically, I make glazes out of really bad whiskey. Because once you cook it, they all pretty much taste the same, or at least very, very similar. So I just take the bad stuff and make glazes out of it if I'm going to do any sort of cooking. Now, maybe you're doing something different. I don't know. Ben says I had him watching one of the budget videos. Nearby wine and liquor store. See, it would be better, Ben, if you just had an app. You could just pull up and say, top bourbons, or here's the best bourbons that we think you would be interested in. Right? We need to do that. Like, you just pull it up and you say, here's what should be tops of your list. Or you can go through and say, wish list, wish list, wish list. You can just bring it up. Or it can say, hey, based on what you've rated so far, here are some things we really think you would like. And then you could just check to see if those things are there. And if we could get inventory levels, we could tell you where they're at. That's not going to happen, I'm going to be honest with you. Apparently YouTube doesn't like the term fruitcake. Country boy got flagged for fruitcake. The wild turkey thing on Thanksgiving always cracks me up. I mean, I get it, but all bourbon goes well. Oh yeah, of course. We just, let's just play a theme, right? Just play a theme. Mix 4 tablespoons into the filler. Nice. I don't think I've ever had a fruitcake I like. I've had some people have made homemade. I'm like, okay, that's a thing. Not a good thing. It's a thing. No judging. But I'm judging. I'm going to judge silently. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to tell you it's bad. But you send me one of these like store-bought fruitcakes. At this point, it's just a meme. Like you can't like it. I honestly want to get a fruitcake now and just do a fruitcake video. Like we haven't done anything that's not alcohol related at all, really. Like everything we've done has at least had an alcohol twist on it. I need to do like a, what the hell are you doing with this fruitcake kind of thing. Sweet potato pie with marshmallows. Man, that sounds pretty good. I don't know. My family doesn't make it with marshmallows, but I can see how it could be good. Homemade bourbon barbecue sauce is a good use of bad bourbon. Absolutely. What I'll do with my bad bourbon is I'll add some brown sugar, I'll boil that crap down, make a glaze, and that glaze could be for anything. You glaze some ribs with it, you glaze some steaks with it, whatever you want to do. It's great over like maybe some ice cream or something like that. It's, it's pretty good stuff. Country Boy says, my granny likes fruitcake, but he would rather use it for target practice. I don't think your granny likes fruitcake. Your granny thinks she likes fruitcake. Your granny likes the nostalgia of fruitcake, but, yeah. You get some licorice on the back end of the rib. I didn't pick that up, but everybody's got different tastes, so Let me try it. I'm going to try it in that context. I'm going to try it looking for licorice. Because I don't like licorice. Going to Kentucky early January. Look, if you're going to distilleries, figure out where you want to go and book it, because you can't just surprise them, right? So like we're going up there Monday. We were going to like get our group together and go do some stuff, but like you can't book anything that short of notice. I see where you could get that. So it's got like that kind of dark sweetness on the finish, which I don't get. That like licorice has a little bit of a bite to it, so I'm not getting much of that bite. But I see where you could call that licorice. Yeah. Castle and Key? Yeah, Brian, that looks like that would be a good time. Hit up Castle and Key. We should do the eggnog. Let me go get the eggnogs. It's 9 o'clock. We're halfway through what we planned on streaming. Now, again, if you're not in the Discord when this stream ends, and we're only live on YouTube tonight, so hit those likes. Make sure you've liked the stream, please. Thank you. If you're having a good time. If you're not having a good time, then just dislike it. I don't, whatever. But if you're having a good time here, you like hanging out, hit that like button for me. Helps me get more folks in here. We continue to grow the stream. We can do more fun things. We want to, I really want to try to build a game show and give away a bunch of prizes and some money and stuff. And we just need sponsors to do that. And to get those sponsors, we got to grow the stream. We got to 5x the stream. If we can get 5 times the number of average viewers on this stream than we get right now, I might actually be able to give away $500 a week. That's what I'm going for. A $500 sponsorship, and then I'm just going to give it to y'all. But we got a 5X it, so y'all help me do that. The Buffalo Trace tours for October opened at 8 a.m. and were booked in under 10 minutes. Exactly. Only 42 likes. There's 56 folks in here. Appreciate it. All right, let me go. I'm going to go grab the eggnogs. So, and then I'll be back to talk about the menu tomorrow, bakery. Let's just talk about the menu. Then I'll go get the eggnogs. So tomorrow, I'm not cooking anything. My wife's going to do probably a hash brown casserole or something like that. But then we go to family. We'll go to my aunt's house on my mother's side, and there'll be. There's always all sorts of things. My brother brings the deep fried turkey, and then we'll have, good old southern green beans and cornbread dressing. We'll have, some sort of sweet potato casserole. Of course, somebody's going to do baked mac and cheese. They're going to be ham. You got to do the ham. We don't do cranberry sauce so well. It's mostly just canned cranberry sauce. We'll do something we call, it's kind of like a family get-together. What do they call it? Framily, like friends and family kind of thing. They call it framily. We just kind of get together with some friends and some family members and do another thing. They always do it right, homemade freaking, there's no difference. There's no comparison between cranberry sauce that comes in a can. That's just garbage, and homemade cranberry sauce. So usually on that side, it's a little more high-end, more really custom stuff, whereas the stuff I'm going to tomorrow, it's just going to be good old, add 10 pounds kind of southern cooking, which is good stuff. Cranberry sauce is the devil. Have you had good homemade cranberry sauce? That's what I said. You can't take that crap in a can and call it cranberry sauce. I know it says it on the can, but you can't do it. You can't do it. Okay? That's like, hey, cranberry sauce. And then somebody hands you, something in a can that says cranberry sauce. It's not the same, right? It's not the same. So there's a difference. Got to do it. All right. So could licorice and molasses have similar flavors? Your palates are weird things, Mike. All right, I'll be back in just a second. I'm going to go grab the eggnogs. I'm going to bring them back. We're going to eggnog out. We're going to check this out. We're going to see who has the best spiked eggnog. I went to the liquor store the other day. I bought all the egg. I had to have a shopping cart. Have y'all ever been to the liquor store and needed a shopping cart? Because that's where I was yesterday. What did I buy? I bought, I don't even know, 4 or 5 eggnogs. I don't even know how many I got. 4 or 5 eggnogs. I needed a Woodford double oaked. I bought a Woodford double oaked. I needed a Woodford for a review. We want to add it to the Brewzle score. So I had to buy a Woodford, but it was like the gift set, come with a glass for like $1 more. So I took that. But then we want to do like an aviation gin review. They had it on the shelf, so I bought aviation gin. But we want to compare it to another gin, so I had to buy another gin. And then I think there was maybe another bottle or 2 we actually picked up. So I had to have a freaking shopping cart at the liquor store, which might be, might be a little bit overkill. So let me grab these eggnogs. I will be right back. Y'all listen to this while I'm gone.
I don't give a damn. I don't really care about you and your problems. I don't give a damn. You talk way too much. I have heard enough about you and your problems. I don't give a damn. 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 You wanna be with me. You wanna feel something real, but I'm feeling differently. You're making plans to get to friends, but don't wanna face the fact that I ain't got time, I ain't got time, I ain't got time for that. Staying up late, sleeping all day, dreaming about Cadillacs. Buying new shoes, thinking about.
Alrighty, hopefully y'all enjoyed that song. Okay, so what we bought were 5 eggnogs. 4 of these are spiked. This one was for a video. Somebody requested that we do eggnog and Fireball. I'm not going to tell you the results of that, but that may be the best use of Fireball ever. So I guess I did tell you the results of that, because like, Lord have mercy, that might be like life-changing on Fireball. Like, that might have completely changed my perspective of Fireball. I may make an entire keg of freaking eggnog just to get rid of my keg of Fireball. So we're going to add a little Jack. We did a video on this today as well. We're going to talk about Jack Daniel's Tennessee Fire here. M. Smith, thank you for hanging out. Appreciate you jumping in here. We are trying to up our game. If you saw the start of this stream, you'll see how far we're about to up our game. But, all right, so what did we buy? Evan Williams eggnog right there. And then we got Benchmark number 8 eggnog. And then Old St. Nick's old-fashioned eggnog. Not this newfangled eggnog. And then we got the Christian Brothers holiday eggnog. These other ones are not for holidays. You can't have them on holidays. Luckily, today's not a holiday. Tomorrow's a holiday. You can't have this crap because it's not holiday eggnog. So we are going to try those 4. Then we're going to put a little of this with a little bit of this Jack Daniel's Tennessee Fire right here. We're going to see what's up. Now, all these eggnogs have been in the refrigerator, so they're all cold. We should be good to go there. We don't need any ice or anything. And honestly, I've never seen an eggnog that was better like store-bought like this than an eggnog you make at home. It's just not the same. Well, I was pretty sure I had a 4th glass like that. Is it dirty? What the hell happened here? We're just going to have to use our neat glass. It'll be all right. Okay, so they all look the same. All right, but let's give them a try. Old-fashioned eggnog is top tier. Let's look at the thickness. That guy has a little bit of thickness to it. A little bit of thickness. All right, so we're going to put that there. That one feels thicker. That one feels thicker. And when you make a homemade eggnog, like that's almost like it's like a cream. It's not even really a freaking liquid at that point. Like it's a semi-solid if you do it right. Now we got a little thickness. They all got a little thickness to them, which I like it. I got a little thickness to me, so it's good when things got a little thickness to them. The Southern Comfort I thought was interesting because it's made to have like flavored crap put in it, and so putting a little bit of like Fireball in it, pretty good. Let's put this. We're gonna put a little of that in there. I'm assuming those don't have a lot of alcohol, but we got to mix this one up. So we need to whip it. Whip it good now. Oh, come on, Betty Crocker. What the hell's your problem? She just worked earlier. I literally did a video this morning where she was whipping. She's a little iffy. Betty Crocker is a little iffy on the whipping. Well, she may have seen her last whippage. She may have been whipped out. We may have whipped the old Betty here. So much for that. We'll just do this. Appreciate it, Cigar Boss. That's not as fun. This is not as fun. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was expecting some whip it into shape. All right, so let's start with the Evan Williams Egg Nog. Wow, okay. Not bad. A little boozy. Like I could definitely taste some booze on that. It's got a nice thickness to it. Like if I was just at a party and somebody handed me that, I'm like, that's pretty good. I'll drink that. I'll drink the whole thing. I would consume that entire bottle in an evening, no problem. Alex says, use your finger. I could. I almost did. Betty may be dead. She's been so much fun. I've had a lot of fun with her. I may like take her apart and see if I can repair her because it's been so much fun. Oof, okay. No thickness. Like that is thin as water. What are the proofs? Brian has really good questions. Like these are important questions that if I were a good content creator, I would have answered before you asked them, to be honest with you. This one is 30 proof. The Evan Williams is 30 proof. Nice thickness, good stuff. This one, the Christian Brothers Holiday Eggnog, has really small writing because they don't want us to know the proof. Made with the finest brandy. The hell? I should have known. It says made with brandy here, but I don't read. This one's 20 proof. And apparently, brandy drinkers don't like eggnog. That's really what it boils down to, because this is made with brandy. And that is eggnog flavored water. If somebody handed me that at a party, I would be like, okay, so you don't like eggnog. This is pretty good. This is pretty good spiked milk. That's good spiked milk. Wouldn't drink the whole bottle. That'd be the only glass I would have. I wouldn't offend them. I wouldn't. It's not like disgusting, but it's just like it's like spiced milk. I appreciate it, Quantum, but like self-deprecation is kind of part of it. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. What's the proof on that? 25 proof. So you don't get the booziness that you get on the Evan Williams. There's some interesting sweetness going on, but I think flavor-wise, I don't know. Like this has, I like the alcohol, the booziness of this one just a little bit, the Evan Williams. Not this guy. Let's get this guy out of the damn way. I don't even want y'all, like, the Christian Brothers. We've lost the Christian Brothers as a potential sponsor of the stream because their shit sucks. So, you know, it's not on me. It's not on me to not report on bad stuff. It's on them to not make bad stuff for me to report on. That's really what it boils down to. That's the motto. This is a tough call. This has a little bit of an off flavor. It's pretty good though. But that one's all right. I'm hoping one stands out because these are good for different reasons, but it's a little bit of a tie. Benchmark number 8 right here. That's because the Christian Brothers don't taste test? Probably not. They just put it out. Proof's got to be 30 on that one. Yeah, 30 proof. So you taste the proof. It seems to be a little more flavorful than the Evan Williams. Like there's just a touch more like cinnamon spice. It's a little more like sweet. It's almost like you combined these. So far, like out of these, I would say the Benchmark is a winner barely. But let's try the Southern Comfort mixed with this Jack Daniel's Tennessee Fire right here. I may have put a little too much Jack Daniel's in this one. Not as thick as the Benchmark. It's way too thin. The Tennessee Fire actually goes really well with an eggnog, but it doesn't beat this Benchmark number 8 right here. This is the winner. If you have to get an eggnog, a store-made eggnog. I like eggnog. I prefer homemade eggnog, but this Benchmark 8's pretty good. Jill in the house. What's going on, Jill? Here, Jill. Try that right there and tell me what you think of that one. We started talking about eggnog. We lost all the viewers. Like we just had like a steep drop off of viewers when we started talking about eggnog. What is eggnog? That's a good question. I couldn't even tell you. Pretty good stuff. That's a good eggnog. Clear winner right here. Benchmark number 8. Is this put out by Buffalo Trace? I mean, this is their brand, right? But I'm assuming they put this out. Yeah, produced by Buffalo Trace. I didn't know if they like had somebody else put this out for them or something like that. But that is now, if you get either of these, if you get this Old St. Nick's, I probably like that just slightly better than the Evan Williams. Although I thought the Evan Williams was pretty good. This one though is like almost a combination of those two. You get the increased booziness that you get in the Evan Williams, but you get the slightly more spiced flavors that you get in this Old St. Nick's. Honestly, even this Southern Comfort, I'm not a big fan of. Having had these other ones, this one's a little thin, and the cinnamon's a little overwhelming in it. So the Benchmark is the clear winner. The only one that's a definite no, though, is this crap right here. Like that's just a. If you like this, you don't like eggnog. Like it's cool. You like spiced milk. Benchmark's not available there. Sorry about that. I just walked into a liquor store. I don't know what's available where. I just said, "Where's your eggnog?" They had a whole display with a bunch of different eggnogs. So I ended up grabbing every one I could. Which one was the good one? Damn it. I think it's this one. Buffalo Cream. Buffalo, you talking about Buffalo Trace Bourbon Cream? Good stuff. Homemade eggnog's where it's at. We're going to have to do a video. I'm going to take these, I'm going to put them up, and then we're going to do a video on them. It's always a little weird because people call me out there like, you drank half of that one. Drop down to 84. I mean, I'm back up to 85. It said, my stats are acting a fool, man. It said we had dropped like 15 viewers when I started talking about eggnog, but then that little dip went away. So I think the stats just had a hard time. I don't freaking know. But, and I don't know if it's like the day before a holiday, like we were pushing 100. We got over 100 for like 2-3 streams in a row. And then we haven't been able to get back to 100 concurrent viewers. So we're not putting on a good enough show for the masses. We got to figure it out. Eggnog is similar to custard, as in like store-bought, meh. But then if you make it, it can be really good, probably, if that's what you mean. You would watch me. I'm going to make some homemade eggnog. I'm going to do it for a video. We're going to make some. Probably next week sometime. We'll see. I'm gone like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I got to film a bunch of videos this weekend to get ahead. When I say this week, like Friday, I need to film some videos to get ahead. And then I may make the homemade eggnog Friday. I don't know. Would you give me some ingredients for homemade eggnog? Could we figure that out? If I sent you a list? Okay. Yeah, don't get the Christian Brothers, Jill. It's spiced milk. You want to be on camera? No? She was wandering toward the camera. Sipping on Rare Breed, barrel proof. It's good stuff, man. I'm glad you liked it. But I can't drink all of these because, like, I would just keep pouring that one, but I need it for the video. Don't get the spiced milk. Stay away from the spiced milk. Let's get all this crap out of the way, and then we need to start sipping on some stuff and having a good time. What time is it? I don't even know. 9:18. So we've got about 45 minutes or so we're going to go on this stream, and then we're going to jump over on Discord and just have a live chat over there for a while until I get tired and go to bed. So make sure you're signed up for the Discord if you want to join in on that. It's just kind of a live chat where everybody can join in. The Bourbon Judge, yeah, I think I follow him. I think he follows me on TikTok. I could be wrong about that. Yeah, make sure y'all are in the Discord. Almost lunchtime. It's the middle of the freaking night, man. What are you doing at lunchtime? All right, what y'all want to do? Should we do some samples? You think we should try some samples? Let me know. What are hat points? Look, oh, you're talking about the points. Let's see if the points are actually working. So we set up a system that are supposed to accumulate points. But realistically, what it did was completely kill our moderators. And I don't know, like, that moderator system may be broke. So those points may not be showing. Like, I think you're supposed to be able to type in, like, exclamation point points. I'm going to do that. I got the chat pulled up. Let's see if it actually works. Exclamation points. Nothing happened. So apparently none of that system's working. It just completely broke. Oh, look at that. Can y'all see that? Or is that just me? Am I the only one that can see that? But it says, I don't have any freaking points. Damn it. I haven't been participating in the stream whatsoever. I don't know which, everybody gonna be hitting points now. Let's see. I don't know what the points are. We're going to give away a hat. So if we got points, oh, there's a bunch of points. Right now, let me sort by, Quanton is leading with 75 points. Devin Roberts right behind at 71. Country Boy at 70 points. DKG at 65. Kyle Jett at 65. Michael at 55. Uncle Nate lagging back at 55 points. So the leader is at 75 points. We got 45 minutes. So you get points for every 5 minutes. You get points for comments. You get points for being a subscriber. You get points for being a channel member. And you get points for super chats. So 1 point per dollar on the super chats. So once we call it, once I call the stream, I'm going to be random about it. I'm not going to tell anybody right around, but it's going to be right around 10 o'clock. Right around 40 minutes from now, we're going to say, here's the points. And then once I say, here are the points, I'm going to refresh the point total, and I'm going to give the winner a code. Now, you have to be on the Discord, or send me some sort of, like, YouTube's hard to get in touch with folks, right? But you got to prove who you are, and I'm going to send you a code for one of our new trucker hats here. You wasn't doing enough, Adam. You were not doing enough. So we're trying to do, we're trying to keep it fresh. We're we're going to start playing some games. We're going to start doing different things with this stream. So we're slowly trying to add to it. So nobody donate $100. That'd be a lot to donate for a hat when you could just go buy the hat. So, hey, Country Boy, I get you, man, but you're up there without it, man. You're like 5 points behind. Keep those comments coming. Don't spam, but keep those comments coming. But we've been trying to take the stream up. And I'll show you some of the examples. Like, some of y'all weren't around earlier. What we've got is, I'm going to mute me here, and then I'm going to show y'all what we've been working on. So you might not have been here for the beginning. So we are working on being able to do fun stuff like this. Like, how can we actually put on more of a show? How can we be more entertaining? How can we do different things? We got the Brewzle Rick House set right here, so I can come grab a bottle to be able to talk to y'all. And we're just trying to take the production quality up about 150 degrees, right? We've got an app we're working on. Can we integrate that into the production of these live streams? Like, what all can we do to make this more fun for y'all? And the points are just kind of the beginning of that. Let me get back to the bar. All right, so hopefully you can hear me over here. And so, yeah, we're working on it, just trying to have a good time. Same time as him for me. What time is it? Oh yeah, my time zone's Central Time Zone, so it is 9:23. We've got about 35 minutes, and then I'm going to call it, and then I'm going to see who has the most points, and we're going to give that person a hat. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how it goes. I don't know how it's going to go. It's getting pretty tight. I don't know how this point system works. Appreciate it, Kyle. That's now obviously, guys, obviously, like, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret in case you didn't know. In case you're a little simple. I don't own a Rick House yet. That's a little green screen work, okay? It's a little green screen work. It's like 3 layers. It's like me, motion graphics, photo behind, photo in front. A little bit of trickeration, right? A little bit of trickeration. But, just trying to have some fun and put on more of a show. If you could add help with allocated bottles. So Cigar Boss, we talked about that. We talked about, like, what we had talked about doing is giving away allocated bottles. But realistically, that is completely against the terms of service of YouTube. So we were looking at a sponsor. We had a sponsor lined up to be able to have a game show. We were going to have a game show where you could come on, you could win bottles, work your way up to really rare bottles, and then if that person missed it, we would give it to somebody randomly in the audience. But we can't do that. Like, it's just against the terms of service of the platform. So there are people that do it. I get it, but it's just kind of unpoliced at this point. But we try to stay above board. So not a lot I can help there, but we're going to start trying to give away a lot of money on this live stream, and I hope that'll help. Adam Fathom with the $4.99 super chat, just trying to get some hat points, man. Coming in strong with the hat points. I appreciate it. Devin Roberts following up with the $10 super chat. I didn't see anything, Devin. I did not see anything. Adam, I can't keep up with that. I understand. Well, like, why would Alex be held for freaking, somebody approve that? GoFundMe Rick House campaign? Keith, I don't know. So Keith, it's a weird place. I just hate asking for people. I hate asking people for money. Like, I've got so many cool ideas that would require a lot of money, but I'm trying to make sure, like, if you give me $1, I want to make sure we're giving you $10 in value. So we might, we're doing the barrel picks, we're building. It's just going to take time. At some point, we're going to try to figure out a way. If the app works, if we could get that going, honestly, that might generate enough revenue to be able to do all the crazy ideas, and I don't have to ask y'all for any money, right? You just might see an ad or two or a featured bourbon of the week from some major distiller or something like that, right? Looks like Quanta's up to 80 Brewzle points. Lord have mercy. Is it fun? Is the points fun though? Is it a little hokey? Like, I literally turned them on 5 minutes before the stream. Devin's jumped up to 76 points. So let me know if this is fun. Can't lose money on the casino. That's true. That's true. Country Boy's ready for Christmas already. Oh, man. Hate online payments in general. I'd rather deal in cash. I understand that completely. I understand that. Quantum loves them. Brian says, great channel. I've only been with you for a month, but I've went back and caught up. Sorry, Brian. I saw that a little while ago, and I was like doing 3 things, and I didn't comment on that. But thank you for joining. I appreciate you hanging out. I appreciate you going back and catching up. So hopefully, you know, you enjoy hanging out. We're trying to build this live stream. Like, honestly, this live stream's what the live stream and the long form are what are most important to us right now, and we're putting a ton of effort into those. So thanks for supporting us in that way. John Whitley, love the opening. Has been out cooking for tomorrow. Hey, I understand. It's a busy day. It's a busy day, busy night tonight. I'm sure Jill's up there firing some stuff up for tomorrow as well. Country Boy likes the points. Quantum hopes he wins. Sources say you are anti-rights for geese. Is what? Okay. Like, is that a troll? I don't even know what you're talking about. For geese, I like geese. I think geese taste fantastic. I think you should kill and cook all the geese. You don't think you're catching him? Hey, those comments, he's commenting consistently. So, commenting consistently. The new YouTube video this week was really good. Thank you. We did this week was the, trying to remember what the last video was. It was the 5 bourbons under $30 was the one we dropped earlier today. So thank you. Well, thank you, Devin. I appreciate the support, man. Let's say it's Storm. There's a big game on tonight, but you have nothing to drink. Honestly, Adam, you're not going to like the answer, but I'm going to get, like, if I go to the store, if there's a game on, Auburn, Alabama game on Saturday. I don't have anything to drink because somebody broke in Friday and stole everything from the bar. I'm going to go to Kroger. Kroger's going to have for $1. They're going to have like the 16-ounce aluminum cans with the twist top of Coors Banquets. And I'm going to buy 8 of those for $1. And I'm going to have a very good time on Saturday drinking those 16-ounce banquets. Alex likes the points. Nice. So Mike, I can't, like, it is against the rules for me to give away whiskey. It is against the rules for me to tell you where to buy whiskey. So I can't even take a liquor store sponsor. We could take a brand sponsor, like if Jack Daniels wanted to sponsor a stream, but they don't do that, right? So it's just tough to find sponsors that are legitimate. So like a lot of the bourbon tubers have like Alec Bradley as a sponsor, technically a brand. They're not telling you where you can get it. They're just saying, hey, Alec Bradley brand, Alec Bradley brand. It's good, legal. But they also take some that's like, go get your cigar here, or here's a subscription club for it. Technically against the rules. Not a problem, right? No, it's kind of not policed. It's a little bit gray, but according to my lawyer, as to how the rules are written, not acceptable. And so we're just trying to avoid if they just decide to finally start policing that at some point in the future. We don't want to be on the wrong side of it. So we're, you know, if I were well established and been doing it for years and the rules changed, wait until they start policing it. But when you're just building, let's just stay on the right side of it. Lion hair by the pound? I don't know what you're talking about, man. I drink Dr. Pepper every time we go out to eat. Nothing wrong with that. Country Boy keeps hitting those points up too. He has 80. DKG needs another bottle of Blanton's. Well, if you're in Alabama, they're dropping this weekend. Now, the Stubbies are good. I like the big cans because, like, it doesn't take me that long to drink them, so they're not going to get warm. So I like the big aluminum cans. But the Stubby bottles are great, too, for sure. Root beer hits different. So I love root beer. more of a Miller Lite or Shiner kind of guy, I mean, that's fine. It's been I don't know if, I can't tell you the last time I drank a Miller Lite, but Shiner, yeah. For some reason or another, every time I go to Texas, I end up with one of those in my hand. Mike's weather page, he has ABC Liquors in Florida as a sponsor. Just saying, read the terms of service. Like, it's all I'm saying. It's not policed, but no, how the hell did he get that sponsor? Kentucky Fire Cured, my favorite cigars. Nice. Send some ER barbecue sauce. I've given away a lot of ER barbecue sauces. These points, people are killing it for the points, man. I love it. I love it. Yeah, DKG, I don't think I'm going to make the drop this month either. I really don't. Like, it's just, you know, it's Iron Bowl weekend. There's a lot going on. And so I'm trying, and I'm leaving Sunday to go to Louisville for the first Brewzle barrel pick. So I probably won't make it either. Getting used to bourbon. I'm a stout person. Nice, man. I just did the top 5 bourbons on YouTube, top 5 for beginners. So if you're just getting into it, make sure you try those. Shiner, nothing wrong with Shiner. Yeah. Quantum, my hat is in the Mississippi River. Appreciate it, Chandler. Appreciate it, Chandler. They are trying hard, which is good. This is fun. I'm just trying to keep it fun, keep it interesting. I'm going to check and see who's in the lead here. Let's see. See if I can check my leaderboard here. Now, I think my leaderboard lags just a little bit, so that'll be fun. But once I refresh, I've still got Quantum in the lead. I've still got him in the lead. It's hard because he's getting, you're not getting those points because he's still watching. Like, realistically, he's leading because he's been watching for 9 minutes more than Country Boy. He's been watching for about the same amount of time as Devin, but maybe he's just commented a little more. I don't know. Interesting. It is 1 point per dollar. I think that probably should be more, though, realistically, because I think super chats should count for more. Don't you? Like, realistically, what do y'all think super chats should count for? Like, how many points? Because that's real support. Like, I love the comments and all, but, like, putting dollars in my pocket, that helps the bourbon budget. So I feel like that should be much more points per dollar. I just don't know how many, though. Like, y'all let me know. But at the same time, should you be able to just buy a win? Like, I put 100 points per dollar, but then realistically, it's just whoever has the most money. And that's cool, but that's not as fun. Devin donated 20, but I don't think it changed. It should. Let's see. Can I check? I don't know if I can check Devin's points here. Let me check the settings on this just to make sure. So right now, what we've got is on donations, a super chat is $1 US points per, it's $1 per, 1 point per dollar. That's what it's set to. So it's only 1 point per dollar. Don't know. But Devin, you're slowly catching up. You're up to like 86 now. Country Boy loves tractors. Country Boy just posting random stuff at this point. Venmo should be the go-to. Super chats take 30%. You're right. I don't know if this thing here, this has like a donation for Streamlabs. So I'm not using Streamlabs for my big rig here, my live stream, but I am using Streamlabs for this. And so you can set up a donation through Streamlabs, but I haven't been able, like, I literally set this up 5 minutes, 10 minutes before we went live. So I just didn't, like, I didn't know how this was going to do, right? Didn't know how it was going to do. Mix that Dr. Pepper with Jack Fire. Let's do that. Let's freaking do that. How about it? While y'all are just having it out over these points, we still got 20 minutes. All right. Again, measuring is for professionals. Smells awful. It's not wonderful. It's not wonderful. Like, realistically, though, I just don't like cinnamon flavored crap. Well, I had the Betty Crocker died. Yeah, Betty died. Old Betty gave up on me tonight. She, you know, she's kind of old. I mean, realistically, she's from '99, so she ought to be a young whippersnapper. But she completely gave out. And I don't, maybe the batteries died. It could just be dead batteries. But I'm not gonna quit and go get batteries at this point. So, haven't used her that much. So, but it could be batteries. I'll check on that. I'll check on that before I give up on her. Oh, Betty. Ram-a-lam. Oh, where'd my leaderboard go? I lost my leaderboard here. Oh, there it is. There it is. Apparently the points have went over. Apparently, let me refresh this. I feel like I'm behind on the points. No, like Quantum is stuck. So like I don't like nobody's really gaining. It's one of those weird things. Like you get points for like every 15 minutes you watch or something. So it's like, what if I put it? No, every 5 minutes you should get 1 point. Or every 5 minutes you should get 5 points. And then active users get 1, but I don't know what active user. I think active for the last 5 minutes. So I think realistically posting once per 5 minutes is the only thing that gets you an additional point. But I need to test this. So I need somebody to super chat me $1. But I need you to tell me before you do it. I want you to tell me, let me look, and then I need to see if this works. Anybody got $1 they're willing to help me out with? So every 5 minutes, if you've been active, you get 1 point. Every 5 minutes, if you've watched for that 5 minutes, you get 5 points. So, and then if somebody's got a super chat for $1, let me know. No, Keith, you don't have to be 21 to win. I'm going to send you a hat, right? I don't care how old you are. I'll send anybody a hat. It's cool. Alex sends a coin. But Devin, you're supposed to tell me beforehand. Okay, so Devin was at 86 before this. And then he's got the super chat come in. I don't know how long the super chat takes to register. But if I reload, it has not picked up the $2 super chat yet. But let's watch. Let's watch. Could take a little bit. Smokey dropped a $1. I wanted to let y'all, to let me know before you do so that I could check your points to make sure. But I know Devin had 86. And he did a $2 super chat. And so we want to, but I don't know how long it takes for that to show up. Because honestly, I don't want y'all super chatting for points if it don't freaking work. Like, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to just take y'all's money. I'm just trying to make it fun. Still at 86, so, but you're 4 behind Quantum. So if you're still watching, Quantum's still watching, you're still commenting once every 5 minutes, you should stay up with him. But you've been making points on him, so you're down 4. You were down, what, 5 earlier? And I'll see in a minute, if he doesn't super chat and you did, will that $2 show up here in just a second? That'd be fun to see. Oh, it says Quantum has 5. But like I said, so every 5 minutes he gets 5. Yeah, but DK or Devin moved up to 91. So, but the $2 didn't add any. Which is just like, does it lag? Does it take a while? Who freaking knows? Who freaking knows? We'll figure it out. Like, we're just trying to have a good time. I apologize if this is boring for y'all. We're just trying to figure out how to make this interesting. So, if you, apparently, but what I wanted you to be able to do is like boost it, right? Like you can boost those super chats and kind of, you know, make up for maybe you showed up later or something like that if you really want it. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like the super chat's working. Let me change these settings here. What I want to do is I'm going to change points event payout on subscription. So if you're not a subscriber, you can get points that way. If you're not a channel member, you're supposed to get 10 points for becoming a channel member. And if you're a donation, you're supposed to get 1 point per dollar. I'm going to change that to 5 points per dollar. But I don't know if it's, like I said, I don't know if it was working. So, or if it's lagging, right? Like maybe it just lags behind. Like I don't know how long it takes for this to figure out that you're way behind. WJH from Southern California, sipping on some Buffalo Trace this evening, man. Thanks for joining. I appreciate the super chat and the support. It's awesome. I'm going to spend all the super chats in the least responsible way I possibly can. So we're gonna try to buy barrels of whiskey and build. Like I've had ideas, like with some of these interviews and stuff we've done. We wanted to do like some Brewzle clubs. Like I really thought about like buying a building here locally at some point in the future and building like a little club where we can just have meetings every month and get-togethers and all of that stuff. So if you're a subscriber, Keith, you should be down at the bottom. You should see a button that allows you to then become a channel member. So you should be able to like click and become a channel member. Now that basically means you subscribe and you pay a little money every month to have some rewards. Really right now, the main reward is if you're in the Discord, we're going to add you to a subscriber or supporter only chat. And you have much more access to me, first of all, there. But second, when we do these barrel picks, we ping there first. We've been designing the Brewzle Glencairn, getting some feedback over there. You get some discounts on Brewzle merch and stuff. But really, over the next couple of months, we're going to be trying to take those benefits way up for that. So Country Boys got up to 90. Look at there. Country Boy's got to try to push it. I don't know, Country Boy. You still lagging here, and I keep waiting for it. Didn't pick up Devin's super chats. At this point, I don't think super chats are a way to catch up, which sucks. No, don't see it having to look. So if I go, there's like a show your support for Brewzle. So there's like a dollar sign, like there's a smiley face, then a dollar sign. I click that, and then there's super sticker, super chat, membership gifting. So you could gift members to other people, or you could member yourself. Now, if you're gonna do it though, let me make sure. Like, I'm not saying do it. Like, I'm not saying it's gonna help you a whole bunch. I'll be honest. I don't know if it's gonna help you with this at all. But if you do that, I'd really like to see what your points are to see if the points even freaking work for that. So that was Keith. Let's see, where's Keith? Keith is at 70 points. So you're pretty far behind, but I would like to see if you'd jump that up. Like, I don't, but again. Michael Myers says the easiest thing to do, just send me the hat. Just send me the freaking hat, man. We might do a sale on the hats. Might do this. I tell you what I'm gonna do. For every channel member, for every patron, for every subscriber, not subscriber, but every supporter, right? So channel members, live subscribers, when I say subscribers, live subscribers on TikTok, or patrons. Friday, I'm going to set up a sale on all Brewzle merch, all of it, to sell at my cost. I'm going to give you a code to where you get it at exactly what it cost me. Right, and so like a hat like this is going to be, I don't sell it at a real big profit anyway. Honestly, I make a few dollars off of it. But we're going to, I don't know what that was. We're going to drop it for supporters, and we're going to post that in the Discord for supporters to get it down to whatever it costs me. These are snapbacks. Now if you really wanted, I've got like the kind of like not mesh back hats, but they're snapback, yeah. I like the mesh back because I tend to just sweat, right? So the other hats are really nice. They're really nice hats, but I like this kind of mesh back because it's just lighter, right? East Coast going to bed with my 5 points. All right, Dr. Robert, I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. What's up, Alex? Everybody get that Brewzle swag. I'm checking these points, man. Y'all are all about it. I'm liking it. Devin just can't make it up on Quantum, though. Just can't make it up. Quantum's at 100 points, and that's that's the lead. Like, Devin is 4 points behind. So I need, it sucks that the super chats don't seem to be working. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to try to look at the super chats, and I'm going to give a point for the super chats if they don't seem to be counting, because I swear he gave one. He gave one, and it did not count. So, and I'll tell you what, if the super chats change who won, I'll give away 2 hats. If it changed who won, I'll give away 2 hats. Appreciate it, Smitty. Thanks for hanging out. Devin, I get you. But I'm just saying, if the super chats changed who won, because the super chats are supposed to count, I don't know why they're not. It could be something with the moderators, like we had some problems. But if it doesn't work, if that changed who won, I just give away 2. Not a big deal. What's Brewzle and what's the best whiskey from Jack Daniels? What's Brewzle? I'm Brewzle. And the best whiskey from Jack Daniels is Coy Hill. Country Boy got 95. He's right there. Right there. Brian stuck at 60. You should be gaining just from watching. I'll be honest. Devin will take the second hat. There you go. You're going to get the first hat. Quanta's going to get the second unless Country Boy can overtake him, which I don't think he can at this point. Now, so Mike, I have a fat head and this one fits, and I got like 3 snaps left. So probably. Like, here's the thing though. Here's the thing that I don't like is that you can't catch, like, the person that's winning just stays on. You can't catch them unless the super chats work, right? You could just bump up a little bit. So we got to figure that deal out. But I should be able to look at the super chats toward the end of this. I don't know. I've never looked at them while we're live. I'll see if I can see them while we're live and add those points to the total. And then, but I don't know how how can I test this crap until we go live? I can't test it till we go live. So, the points keep going up. Like, Quantum will get 5 points, but everybody gets 5 points just for keeping the freaking, stream open. So who knows? What do y'all want to do? What do we got? We got about 10 minutes left, and then I'm going to jump over on Discord. If you're not in the Discord link should be in the description of this live stream. Click the description. Make sure you're on the Discord. When I get off of here, I'm going to jump in my studio over there. I'm going to bring this laptop. We're going to hop into a Discord conversation where it's just a voice conversation where everybody can talk and we can just hang out for a little while later. So the after party is always on Discord. So make sure you're signed up for that. RPG's been calling you Cole. Country Boy Kale. Driving the tractors. Getting a ton of points. Everybody's loving it. The points seem to be fun. Now, what I want to do though is I want to start doing some things that reward the points a little more, right? So we're going to do some live streams where maybe we play some games and answering questions get you points and different things like that. And then we're going to start probably maybe late December, maybe early January, we're going to start doing giveaways on every single live stream. So we'll do merch giveaways. Hopefully, if we can find sponsorships, we're just going to do some cash giveaways as well. So competition seems to be exciting for folks. We need to do a small live one day night and work out the super chat thing. A few dollars would be worth it. Yeah, I agree. So we might do like a supporters only and just, get in there and do a few things just to test, because it's set up to be working. And I don't know why it's not. We got about, like I said, we got about 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 minutes. We got about 9 minutes left. So it's enabled. We call them Brewzle points. We've got points per interval. Like, I'll show y'all. Let's see if I can set this up real quick. Hold on just a second. I don't know if I can get this going, but I'll show y'all what my settings are here, and y'all tell me what to freaking do. Let's see. I need my NDI tools here. NDI scan converter, probably. All right, so it captures my desktop and it should be outputting it over here. So I should be able to add an input. And then I should be able to look for an NDI desktop capture. And then I should see scan converter right there. What am I seeing? Okay, so let's quick play that. Actually, I'm gonna quick play me, and then I'm gonna put me over the top of that. So let me add me over the top of that so that y'all can see my face and what's on my laptop over here. So we're gonna roll on the fly, which is against my general rules of thumb here. Let me crop myself in here. Something here, right? It's not cropping. What the hell? Anyway, I'll zoom in. It's not like this thing's going freaking haywire. Lord have mercy. It's freaking disaster. Anyway, we're going to put me down in the corner like that. We're just going to make that work. All right. I don't know why it's not working, but y'all can see here. These are my settings. So these are the users. We're going to refresh the loyalty points here, and I'm going to hit the top. So right now, Quantum is at 105. And then Devin Roberts is at 101, but Devin has super chatted, right? Since I've been paying attention, he super chatted. Okay, hold on. Sorry about that. Get rid of that audio on the laptop. Appreciate that. Discord link. Do we have any mods in the chat that can drop the Discord link? If not, I could do it here in just a second. Should be in the description though. Should be in the description, but let me get that Discord link real quick, and then we'll talk about this. So now now I'm showing y'all all my crap here. This is the Discord. Let me get rid of that real quick, and then I am going to invite people. We are going to copy that link. This link will only be valid for 7 days. So if you're watching this way after 7 days, it should be in the description. Realistically, y'all just look in there. There you go, Discord. All right, so now let's get back to. So Devin was down 4, and he super chatted. So the super chat did not show up for him. So realistically, this is the leaderboard. He's down 4. He was down 4 then. He's down 4 now. So how do we fix that? I don't know. I go to settings. Here are the settings. Loyalty system is enabled, right? Did the freaking audio come back? Jesus Christ. All right. Sorry about that. We got some terrible audio. And so then we've got points per interval. So every minute you watch, it is 5 points. The problem is you can't gain. If they keep watching, you keep watching, you don't gain any points. So pay out to live users. That's five points for every 5 minutes. For every 5 minutes, you get 5 points. If you're active during that, you get 1. We're going to update that to 5 as well. Like, you got to comment. If you're just watching, you don't comment. Like, comments help. So, but then if you subscribe to the channel, you should get 5 additional points. We're going to bump that to 10. If you become a channel member, you should get 20 additional points. We're going to bump that to 20. But a donation, like on Streamlabs, but we don't really have the Streamlabs thing set up. But on a super chat, for every $1 US, you should get 5 points. If you donated 10, you should get 50 points. And then I'm going to save that but it just doesn't seem to be registering the super chats at this point. Because Devin was 4 behind and he super chatted. Didn't work. So we soiled it. Soiled it. We've just ruined it. And we ran everybody off. We're down to like 41, back up to 50. YouTube stats are just dumb. I'm going to be honest with you, just dumb. Brian's dropping a bunch of eyes in the chat. So, like, spamming doesn't matter. Like, realistically, you just need to post once within 5 minutes to then get the point bonus for that. So you don't get a point for every comment. You get a point for being active within a 5-minute window, if that makes sense, right? Lord, we're not drinking anything good. I got this crap and, like, oh, God. 66, yeah, just, mine shows 59 now, but it showed like 40 a second ago. YouTube says this would be a good time to insert an ad. Oops, sorry, I just inserted an ad, I think. I accidentally inserted an ad. First time I've ever seen it. Didn't realize that was a thing we could do. Honestly, I apologize for that. It just, like, I just clicked over here and YouTube's like, now's a good time to insert an ad. And I clicked the freaking button to insert an ad. What was I supposed to do? Maybe there's a super chat minimum? I don't think so. It doesn't say anything about that. Doesn't say anything about it. So, it's just a bit of a, we screwed up. It's not working as intended. That's what happens when you just do stuff and you don't test realistically. But I don't think there's anything I'm supposed to click. So don't know. Just got an old rip, Brevert said. Nice, that's awesome. Yeah, country boy, that was me. I apologize. I just saw the button and I was going to click to see what it said. It said, now's a good time to insert an ad. And I thought, oh, let me click and see what this is about. And it just ran the ad. It didn't give me any options. I wasn't planning on clicking to run them. I was just going to see what it said about them. And so, sorry about that. Like, I just made like $4, but sorry about that. Bell Mead Reserve sounds pretty good, Kyle. Let's do that. We've got our D glass because that's what's clean. Bell Mead Reserve. Where did I put the Bell Mead Reserve? Up top over there. All right, so this is the last pour of the evening right here. Bell Mead Reserve. We're going to drink this. We are at 10 o'clock. As soon as I finish this pour, we are going to take it to the after party over on Discord. So make sure you're in Discord. And then as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to call the winner. And I will look at super chats and we'll call a winner. Give it a Brewzle score. No sense Brewzle scoring something you can't get, but flavor-wise, it's really interesting. Like, that's just I get like a kind of an oaky, but almost like a tea flavor to it. A nice sweetness. Interesting complexity. It's tough drinking this after drinking a bunch of really sweet eggnog, though. So I don't think it would be a fair Brewzle score, although fair Brewzle score is probably an oxymoron. Ads are money. There you go. Ads are money. All right, so I'm calling it right now. We are going to go reload, and there are the points. Right now, Quanton is in the lead. Devin, let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. Quanton is in the lead with 115 points. Devin is at 111. Country Boy is at 110. So Quanton has won. The question becomes, did Devin win with the super chats? Because the super chats don't seem to be registering. Damn, audio. Why does audio keep mixing automatically? Let me see if I can check these super chats. I'm gonna not show y'all this because I'm about to click on some shit. I don't know if it's something y'all should actually be able to see here. So YouTube Studio, I can't see super chats. There's top chat. There's live chat. I don't know if there's any difference there, but highlight video, add stream marker. I could insert another ad if I really wanted to get mean about it. But like, there's no way for me to see shopping. Should we do some live shopping in this next time? That would be fun. But there's no way for me to see super chats until I end the freaking stream. All right, so I'm gonna go to YouTube. I'm gonna go to YouTube Studio, and I'm gonna see, like, we're learning. If y'all don't wanna watch this anymore, I get it, it's cool. I'm trying to learn while we got some people here. So we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna jump over there. So I'm gonna jump into YouTube. I'm gonna click monetization. We're gonna hit supers, and then, oh yeah, so tonight, the WJH Smokey Devin did $12 in super chats. Let me click see all. Does it give me a date? It doesn't give me a date though. Okay, so I think, oh yeah, there's the date. There's the date. So Devin hit me with the $10 super chat, the $10 super chat, and dude paid like $22 in super chats. There's just like no way I can't give Devin a freaking hat. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, that'd just be dumb at this point. The man super chatted more than the damn hat costs. Devin, I appreciate the support, man. So I'm gonna give Quanton and Devin Roberts a hat. So if y'all would, if you're in the Discord, Devin and Quanton, let me know right now, are y'all in the Discord? Yeah, Quanton, you got one. You won. You're in. So I'm gonna give those guys a hat. Let me know. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna go ahead and give Country Boy a hat too. So we're just gonna give 3 hats away. So Quanton, let me know. Hit me up in the Discord. Let me know. Country Boy, are you in the Discord? Like, it's hard to get in touch with me on YouTube, right? Because YouTube just doesn't have a DM system. So I don't know how to get in touch with you, Country Boy, to give you a hat. Like, I just don't know how to get in touch with you. So we're gonna give the top 3 a hat. Quanton, send me a DM. Devin, send me a DM. If your username on Discord is different than this one, you need to let me know. Let me know right now what your Discord name is, just so so some rando doesn't send me a DM and I give them a hat, give them your hat, right? So if your Discord name is different, let me know. You can always, like Country Boy, if you want to, you can email me, support@brewzle.com, if you're not over in the Discord, and I will get y'all all codes. I'm gonna have to set them up. I'll try to do that tonight while we're on the after party live stream, or the after party like voice chat over there on Discord. So Quanton is Quanton on there as well. Got the Discord. All right, so hit me up over there, everybody that won. I appreciate it. Let me make a note right here. Actually, let me check here. Yeah, Nate just let me know that Discord status is off. So let's see. I'm trying to. I got Quanton. I got, let's see, who do we have? Devin. I don't see a Devin. What's Devin? What Devin? What's your username over there? Trying to make sure I don't miss. D Roberts. Okay, gotcha. Country Boy Kale. All right, I just pinged y'all in the main chat there so that I've got y'all tagged. I will get up with y'all later tonight, hopefully in DM over on Discord, to get y'all a code for a hat. I'm about to call this stream again on Discord. We're gonna jump into a voice chat over there. What voice chat we got? We're gonna go to the lounge probably. I'll be over in the lounge voice chat here in 5 or 10 minutes. To continue this conversation. I appreciate everybody hanging out. This was a fun time. And I'll see y'all here in just a little bit. So otherwise, hope y'all have a good Thanksgiving, and we'll see you. Probably won't stream next week. We might stream on, realistically, we're probably not streaming next week. We're going to be up there doing the barrel pick. So it'll be week after next. We'll see y'all then.